this.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, everyone. I got a thing that I'm gonna hopefully finish painting today and tomorrow. Is my goal. We're getting pretty close. Pretty darn close.
Looks good.
It's looking good. I am definitely getting to the point where I'm like, all right, this model needs to be done.
Where what?
I'm getting to the point where I'm like, this model needs to be done now.
Oh yeah, like you're ready to
been
be done with it.
Yeah, I've been painting it for a couple weeks now, and it's just like, all right, I
I'm done.
could use a little bit of a change, but we're holding strong, and we're gonna get it all done.
Skippin said good base coat.
Yeah, the base coats are looking all right.
And thank you for that follow, Frosty.
But hello, welcome everybody. Ghost Hunter actually made it first today.
Ghost Hunter.
Paint Liquor's out. He's not able to make it.
Right on top of it on a Monday.
Yep. I am Ray. Hello. T. Schmidt. Hi, Streamlabs. Skippin.
Streamlabs is the follow.
Noah. Hello.
Painting is top notch.
Grizz Gustafferson. Yellow. Dan Uzo from YouTube. Hello. Just got your 4 signature sets today. That is fantastic.
Well, huzzah, huzzah.
A good day to be Dan Uzo.
It is a good day to be Dan Uzo. T. Schmidt, thank you for the sub. Big Bobzilla. Is it Adepticon yet? Nope, not yet. What's up, Tim? Parkatron? Dave, what's going on?
Greetings and salutations.
Oh, IDK, it's just Dave.
Aloha.
Aloha. Oh. Pardon me if I'm rolling around my neck a bunch today, folks. My neck is not feeling so great.
Who is your favorite one-page rules player, and why is it Philip?
It is in fact Philip, because Philip won.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he beat not Christopher.
Is this on a YouTube video?
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe?
How it goes?
They were streaming it yesterday.
Oh, they streamed.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
they were streaming it yesterday. Dan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Glad to see you here.
It's not a waste. They're still useful. Maybe. Possibly.
Here's what you do. You give them to other people.
Yeah.
So you can get them into painting, and then you go, hey, then go buy all the stuff from Monument Hobbies.
That's what you do.
And yeah, Dave, I will certainly be at Adepticon.
Yes. I won't. The crew will.
Yeah.
Jordan will be. Philip will be. Gabe will be. Shelby will be there.
Mm-hmm.
I think Christopher. Jason, possibly? For part of the time? I don't know if Jason will be there the whole time.
As far as I'm aware, Jason's going to be there. Although, depending on how this week goes, maybe not, if he doesn't have to go. Although, to be honest, it's probably a show that he should go to. I'd be surprised if he didn't end up going.
Big Bob, I haven't been to Adepticon, and like this will be at least the second one that I haven't gone to. Not yet. He's still on his way.
Jason's still driving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had 9 hours today.
To get there?
He had 9 hours remaining on his trip.
Yeah.
How long will it take Canada distribution to get the new paints after they release? I don't know. It depends on when they order them. They are right on top of things, though. So Canada is usually the first international distributor to order. So they are doing a fantastic job for you guys up there.
Yeah, our Canadian distributor on top of things.
They really are. Hey, Chuck.
What up, Chuck?
Oh,
That was an early...
that's not how you're supposed to say that.
What?
What up, Chuck? What up, Chuck? Up, Chuck? That's
Oh.
not a flattering word.
Hi, Chuck. Great to see you. Pardon my...
Chuck probably got that his whole life and is thankful that he can get away from it now.
Oh, well, I was not aware that was a thing that people looked upon negatively.
Do you know what up, Chuck is?
You're like throwing up.
Oh, yeah.
I Get your head out of the gutter.
Like up dog.
It's not... It smells like up dog.
Supposed to say what's up, dog.
I know what's up, dog.
He's been rolling over that joke since 3rd grade.
Oh man.
T. Schmidt said, Jordan, I know you like TCG things. Did you do any Star Wars pre-release stuff over the weekend?
You know, it's actually really funny. Scrumbly Dumpus messaged me about this on Friday night, I think. Or it might have been Saturday. He was like, hey, check out what I've been doing. And he sent me some photos of some stuff from his pre-release. And I was like, I totally forgot that game came out this weekend. Did that game come out this weekend? He's like, yeah.
Game delay. Thank you for the sub.
The short answer is no. The long answer is I'm going to take a look and see what the deal is with the game. I'm not like rushing into it. I might pick some stuff up and play super casually maybe.
Hey,
I don't know. Depends. I like TCG games, so I will probably play it.
Crack Baby Toothpaste. That's a great name, I think.
Crack Baby Toothpaste?
I'm not sure.
I mean, yeah. Seems good.
Crack Baby or Baby Tooth? There's so many possibilities here.
Crack Baby. Baby Tooth.
Like you cracked a baby tooth?
Crack Paste.
But toothpaste is also a word, but baby tooth.
Paste Tooth Baby Crack?
Baby,
Whoa,
crack tooth?
that's weird.
I don't know.
That one gets weird. None of my friends wanted to go to the Star Wars pre-release, so I went to the pre-releases, and they were all sold out. Oh, that sucks. What the heck?
Dramus, you're definitely not talking to us. Maybe there's some brush lickers in chat.
Not me. I'm immune to that kind of nonsense.
Did we sleep enough this weekend?
I did not sleep enough last night.
Are you saying that we look tired?
I probably do.
That's not a compliment.
I looked at myself this morning in the mirror when I was brushing my teeth, and I was like, man, you look a little rough this morning, Jordan.
Oh.
You look a little rough this morning. Ugh.
Okay, Grizz said, all right, Jordan, let's get to the real important stuff. What did you think of Dune Part 2? We don't have to spoil anything for those who haven't seen it.
That movie was
waiting all weekend to ask you.
Yeah, that movie was incredible, actually. I almost went to go see it again yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Jason said he's probably going to go see it again by himself.
Yeah.
Just to really absorb it again. Oh. You thought that we're slap happy about it or something? It was a crazy name. There's a lot to unpack there in a name like Crack Baby Toothpaste.
It's true. It's very true. I would not be surprised if he and if Jason and Kyle went and saw it while they were there.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. If Kyle has an interest.
He does, as far as I'm aware.
Oh.
Yeah. Mostly because that show operates on a lot shorter hours.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, there's a lot
they have
of downtime on this one.
Yeah, they have a lot more time.
Yeah.
So
ID Cages Dave said going in a few minutes myself to see it.
Oh, it's so good, Dave.
Grizz also going to go again for sure. Yeah, I think it was all pretty positive, the response of everybody who went.
Every single media post or person that I have talked to that's seen it has said that it's been great.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking specifically about the people here who went on Friday to see it. Like Shannon said she really enjoyed it. Well, Jason said that William seemed like he was maybe a little bored, but that's just because it was very long.
Well, I'm going to be honest, that movie is probably not a movie that he's what, 13?
He's 14.
14? 14-year-old would appreciate.
That's what Jason said.
Yeah. It is definitely, this is not going to be any spoilers, but there's a lot of while there is action, there's so much more depth and complexity to the characters and how they're interacting, and nuance of weird, complicated storylines that sort of require a little bit of reading into, that just a 14-year-old's just
yeah.
This would not be a movie I probably would have. Well, I might have appreciated this as a 14-year-old, but I'm a weird person, so.
Thank you, Avian. I appreciate all of the hellos.
But yes, it's really, really good.
Close to the book.
So I actually haven't read the book, believe it or not. I started to read it a while back and I never got through it. I had basically had only read the part of the book that covered about half of, maybe 2/3 of the first movie. I have a lot of friends that have read the books, and I've talked to them a little bit about it as well. And from what I understand, oh, get out of here, Ghost Hunter. From what I understand, the book series or the book is pretty close. There's a big jump. So there is a time skip that happens between that's supposed to happen between movie 1 and movie 2 that doesn't happen, which is relevant for some amount of reasons that I won't tell you in the book for reasons. None of those things are things that they needed to put in the movie. The things that they cut out made sense from a filmmaking perspective, and we didn't, as viewers of the movie, we did not miss any of those relevant things. Why am I imagining Slowfuse doing a head desk on Baby J? He knows that I haven't read the book. I started it on Sunday because I own it already. I've read part of it. So you guys don't get to just like be like, oh, he hasn't read the book. Oh my god, because I've read part of it. I'm not a complete waste of time. Also, I read a lot of other books. Growing up. I do think that it works really well as a movie though. And I think the biggest piece of praise that I can give the book or the movie is that when I went to see the movie and I came home, I wanted nothing less than to spend more time in the universe. Meaning I wanted to like absorb more media related to it. I wanted to watch the first one. I wanted to rewatch the second one again. I wanted to read the book. I wanted to play games that were about it. So, you know, that's, in my book, that is what the goal should be for making a movie. I should come home from the theater and go, dang, I want to watch that again. And because I can't watch it immediately, I'm going to go do other things that are related to it. So, that's my 2 cents on it. I hope that is helpful for those of you who have not seen it or were on the fence about seeing it. If you're on the fence about seeing it, go see it.
I agree, Game Delay. Game Delay said having a life experience that is different than my life experience doesn't make you less as a person or less of a nerd. Anyone looking at this model should agree your time has been well spent.
Yeah. My nerd time has been well spent.
Yeah. Jordan is just fine.
And I am nerdy about a whole lot of things. They just may not be the exact things that you're nerdy about.
And people are allowed to have different opinions. Absolutely.
Even if they're wrong.
Or no such thing.
I just had to say it, Jen.
You're not supporting this point that I'm trying to make in your defense, Jordan.
I said to say it. Ugh. How was everybody else's weekend? Did you guys all have fun? I
Did
hope
anyone
so.
else go see Dune?
Yeah, did anybody else go see Dune? That's the other big question. What did you guys think about Dune? And Avian, you are among people who I know who feel the same way. Jason is the one person I've met who really likes the books from the Sun. A lot of my other friends are not fans of the extended works. I am undecided on them as I have not read them. But the plan is to read them, so.
Chris said, I loved it. My only disappointment is knowing that there's so much more cut footage that we won't get to see, even as deleted scenes. That's what I wish I could see.
Fair.
Avian went for a Viking breakfast and said, I think that counts as time well spent. Well, I don't know what a Viking breakfast is.
Yeah, I don't really know what that is.
I could certainly Google it, but I would love for you to type in chat an explanation. Tell us what the breakfast featured.
Yeah, we need an explanation. Gosh darn it. We must know.
Punisher said, game delay, shut up, nerd. If you don't like what I like, then you're not cool.
Then you're not cool.
Baka said, I did not see Dune. My wife and me went to see the Beetlejuice musical. It was phenomenal. That sounds fun.
Jen's jealous.
I mean, I saw fake Taylor Swift, so.
That's true. That's true.
It was also fun.
Jen also
not
had a great weekend.
Phenomenal, but fun. There may not be wrong opinions, but there are unkind opinions. I'll hold space for you, though. I love it, game delay.
It's okay to have wrong opinions.
As a chef, I need more spices?
What?
I don't know.
Was
JT
that
Money.
supposed to be a Dune joke?
JT Money, was that a Dune joke? I don't know.
I mean, you're talking about spice. The center of that universe is basically spice.
How was Taylor Swift? Yeah, fake Taylor Swift was highly entertaining. Not because they were great, just because it was entertaining. It was really nice. It was outside. The weather was beautiful. It was a little windy, but then when the wind died down, it was really nice. Lots of people. It was good fun.
Excellent.
Drama said, Baby J, I've tried gold non-metallic metal with your advice. Burnt sienna, burnt orange, golden yellow, and pale yellow. Just want to say thank you. I'm not as good as you, but I'm starting to see advancing with that technique.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Jamis, I'm happy to hear it.
I bet that feels great, too.
Yeah, getting better at stuff is one of the best feelings in the world.
Oh, and then, yes, that was a Dune joke. As a chef, I need more spices. Joke.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Which is obviously why I did not.
Yeah, the whole plot line of the story revolves around spice.
Was that Beetlejuice? Ryan Wallace, the keep Beetlejuice viewing PG, unlike elected officials. That woman from the senator or something from Colorado.
Actually, to be more specific, if we really want to get into the nitty gritty of it, that whole universe revolves around worm poop. Yep, worm poop.
Well, Ghost Hunter, it was just that Bakamara went and saw it and said it was good. But I don't think we were talking about Beetlejuice.
Spoiler alert.
Avian said, I live a few blocks away from Andersonville. It was a Swede immigrant community. A restaurant does breakfast, which is variations of eggs, Swedish sausage, limpa toast, and potatoes. I don't know what limpa toast is.
Is that actually a spoiler or a weird factoid? I won't say it again, just in case people didn't catch it. I didn't think that was actually a spoiler. That was just a thing I heard. That I know to be true.
You just wanted to say Beetlejuice a third time. Now I get it.
Well, you typed it. You didn't say it.
Can confirm
you
when
gotta
to see
say
Beetlejuice
it.
while my lions were indeed stirred by the performance Of the B-man, I did keep my... Oh, your loins. Okay. Like your lions were stirred. You have your hands to yourself.
Wait, why are we talking about stirring loins over here?
There was a...
It seems very inappropriate
There was
for a one-day stream.
A politician who went and saw Beetlejuice, and this was a while ago, so I don't remember all the details, but she was doing some things, like I think she was smoking in the theater, and they all have it all on camera.
Odd.
Yeah, it was not Googling Limpetoast on my work computer.
I've been told to Google things that I didn't think I should Google on my work computer.
Oh, the toast has anise in the bread, so it's going to taste like licorice. Blech. That doesn't sound good to me. As we discussed maybe Friday, the only acceptable black licorice flavor is Jägermeister.
Which is hilarious.
Which is disgusting. But I don't drink alcohol anymore, so there you go.
Were you a fan of the Jaeger?
Well, yeah, we talked about that Jaeger bombs.
Yes.
Totally.
I love Jaeger bombs. If I were to have a beverage,
It would be a Jaeger bomb?
I'd drink a Jaeger bomb. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't, because it's got caffeine in it, and we just talked about how I
A lot of caffeine.
can't be doing that anymore.
Oh. With someone who was not her husband, Baka, I believe.
Well, I'm glad to hear that everybody seemed to have pretty good weekends, from what I can tell. I didn't hear about anything bad happening, so that's exciting. I got to play some Old World on Saturday with Kyle, Mr. Kinghorn himself, which was quite entertaining.
Army of Heroes, I participated in the February painting challenge. When will you announce the winners of that competition?
Well, we're going to not just announce the winners, but we're going to go through all of the submissions tomorrow.
Yep. Tomorrow during the stream, so 2 to 4 p.m. this time period. We usually do it a little bit towards the end. That gives people time to be, to get here and see.
Yes. Yeah, if you look at the notes, it didn't say the date, but it does say the...
It does say the... It says,
yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't say the date.
It does say March, though.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
It does say the time, though. I did manage to get the time in there. So kudos to me on that. Glad I could get something right. I did put the date for the March one. I posted it.
Army of Heroes said big excite.
Yeah. So we're going to do all that tomorrow. I was going to try and see if we could get Shelby involved because she was the catalyst for the creation of that challenge. We'll see how that goes tomorrow.
Yeah, kind of just depends because Brennan's out, so
yeah,
it just depends on where we need people.
Yeah. So hopefully we can steal her for at least the last hour of the stream.
Yeah.
That would be very cool.
Arcatron said, my friend described Jaeger bombs as stepping on the gas and brake pedals at the same time. You don't really go anywhere, and it's bad for your engine.
Well, it's definitely bad for your engine.
Definitely, yes. And I get the gas and brake at the same time. Makes sense. Anything flavored like black licorice equals instant headache for game delay. So now he knows what not to drink if he ever tries alcohol. I don't think
stay
I would
away from
ever
the whole
recommend
alcohol
Jaeger as like your first step into drinking, even if you did want to try it. I don't think that would be a good starting point. Vivian said, thank you, Monument Hobbies. I am fully prepared for Adepticon once my order comes in. I have my portable daylight lamp ordered and my Monument mini bag ordered, so should be good to go for Fort Wapol.
Nice. Awesome. Very cool. Who's that from?
That was Avian.
Oh, Avian. Awesome.
Make sure you
stop by the booth, please, and say hello.
Take a trip over to the Monument Hobbies booth. Say hi to the crew.
I don't think I've had the opportunity to meet you in person, Avian. Maybe I did last year and I forgot, which is probably...
You were probably, well, I mean, that was like your first.
It was literally my first.
So you probably didn't even if you did meet Avian, you'd be like, "Hi, cool, nice to meet
you."
Yeah, and not
don't
have
know
any
who
clue
you
what
are.
he was talking about.
Yeah.
Avian said we might have met.
Yeah.
Baby J was brand new last year.
I remember meeting T. Schmidt. I do remember that. It was like one of the few names that I had recognized and remembered from my like very few appearances on stream
before Adepticon.
Yeah.
Stillbore said whiskey is a good option, better than trying to eat or drink the paint. I will agree with that. Bakamaro, so all silly jokes aside, I see you do this put paint on and wipe away technique a lot. Are you ever worried about wear on any surface, or do you do it so few times that you are not concerned?
To put up paint on and wipe away. With the brush or with my finger, because I do both. I can explain both for you if you like.
T-Schmidt, you know what? I don't know if James will be at Adepticon or not.
I don't know either. I mean, it's always going to be called Fort Wapple, as far as I'm aware, in perpetuity.
Oh, yeah, forever.
Let me show you guys why I do the finger smudging technique. What it does is it gets you a nice little like textured bit of like if I come in here, I can blend it a little bit and soften the edges of it by using my finger. Or I can pull the rest of it up and it'll leave a little bit of a textured glaze basically. So it's a really quick way to just like put a little bit of color on. Maybe I put a little bit too much on and I can just kind of dab it away. Yeah, like poke weathering. Because there's a lot of instances where you'll want to put on like a layer of glaze, but you want it to be textured and have a little bit of that kind of unevenness to it. So that's why I do that. As far as the brush one is concerned, that one's a lot easier to show. It's basically for getting really nice smooth gradients. So if I paint on this here, clean off my brush, and then I go back in here.
So we won't have a booth per se. Are we doing the Capital Palette again this year at Nova?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I would assume so.
Yeah. As far as we know, I mean, it's still quite a ways out. And we've got a very busy March that we're trying to get through before considering other things.
Yeah, we are pretty much entirely focused on getting everything right now dealt with for this month.
But last year, Jason and Jordan were at Nova because we sponsored the Capital Palette painting competition.
In a very large way. We were the big sponsor for it. We gave away cash prizes, like substantially large cash prizes. We supported it in a pretty big way. We really love that convention and that show, and specifically that painting competition. We feel like it does a really good job of representing everybody at all different levels of painting. So it was kind of a no-brainer for us to support it last year, and I imagine that we will be doing it again. It's possible that Jason has already committed to that, and I just don't know. I don't know, so I can't.
It's on our big calendar.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we will definitely be at Nova
in
this
some
year.
Capacity.
So. And I will certainly be there, unless something crazy happens.
Vaca said, some of us have thick fingers, and these are miniatures with tiny parts. Suggestions for making that happen, or is it really only viable on those larger surfaces?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I have pretty chunky fingers, right? Like, I don't have like gigantic ones, but like I have pretty thick fingers as far as all that's concerned. And realistically, you know, you'll see me do it on. If it's on like really small details, I won't do it as much. But on like bigger areas, like here, I'll do it a little bit. So it really can kind of range, you know.
Oh boy, that's hilarious. Speaking of finger painting, did you watch the Artis Opus Noosh video?
I did.
He did a lot. He said that his favorite way to use the subtractive process is with his hands.
Yeah. It's funny because Gabe, to anybody who hasn't seen the Artist Opus video about Noosh, you guys should really check it out. It's
Yeah,
a
definitely
fantastic
check it out.
video. Byron did a spectacular job kind of doing all the details, going through all the nitty gritty with Noosh. And it's funny because I saw it pop up while I was hanging out at home yesterday, and I watched it. And as I was watching it, I was like, man, this is a great video. I should message Gabe and let him know that this exists. And then Gabe messaged me this morning, and he was like, hey, you need to check this out. And I was like, oh, yeah, I watched that yesterday, and I almost messaged you about it.
Yeah, it was good. Baka, not at this time. Right now, for this year, what's on our calendar is Adepticon. The ones that are like public events. Because like Gamma is on this calendar, and Jason and Kyle are there right now, but that's not like, it's not really a convention or a tournament. So Adepticon, WonderCon, which is in Anaheim, and Jordan is teaching some painting classes, and Jason is doing a paint take. Are we doing a paint take?
Yeah,
He's
so
just there.
There is a paint to take.
Okay.
We will be there. Jason will be hanging out, painting things. I may or may not be there during the day.
Yeah.
Just because I have late night classes. So we're still kind of sorting that out, I think.
Yeah. And that gets us through March. And then we're pretty much in the clear until Gen Con and Nova.
Which happened
toward the end of the summer.
Less than a month away from each other.
Well, yeah, but they're at the end of the summer. So we've got a little bit of a break in the middle. No classes at Adepticon. No. There are plenty of fantastic teachers at the shows. This is a specific event that is, the miniature painting part of it is fairly new, is my understanding, at WonderCon. And so that's the purpose of the classes there, is to open up a new audience to miniature painting. But no, I don't foresee anyone from Monument teaching any classes at any of the other big shows like that. Just because, again, some already fantastic teachers who make their living doing that. So.
Well, it's difficult too because we tend to like to be at the booth and to be there.
It's more beneficial for us and for everybody at the show for Jordan to be at the booth.
Yes.
Regarding Byron's video, any answer to whether Noosh can be used for pin washing?
I mean,
Yes.
Okay. So, Noosh cannot be used in the same way that you would use oil washes for pin washing. It doesn't work. It doesn't have the same capillary action that mineral spirits and oil paints will give you. It just, those are different. That being said, you can do like pin wash type things, or you can do panel lining with them in a very similar and get very similar effects. The application process is different. Whereas with the pin washing, you just have a little bit of that wash on your paintbrush, and you just dab it into the recess, and it fills up all that space. That paint is using capillary action to push paint into the rest of the recess and fill it. Our paint will not do that, or our medium will not do that. But you can manually apply all of that paint into those recesses, and you can wipe away from the top, which will give you a very similar result. And then it does a lot of things that are much harder to do with oils, mostly because when you're removing them at that volume, it's like oil paints are kind of annoying because you have to use mineral spirits. It's a toxic material. I say toxic. It is not good for you.
Smells bad.
You have to dispose of it properly. That's not saying that oils can't be used or you shouldn't use oils. They're fantastic for a lot of different things. But we wanted to create something that didn't have those negatives, right? So the trade-off is we don't get capillary action for washes. Okay. Well, we can still get all the same effects that you would get with an oil wash. You just have to apply it differently. And then there's a lot of other really cool things that you can do with it that like oil washes don't really give you the ability to do in the same way. And specifically those things are like building up layers on top of each other because you can get it to dry really fast. So like the whole idea of Noosh is it extends your dry time so that it extends your wet time with your paint so it stays wet longer. So it allows you to use the paint in a similar way that you would interact with an oil paint or an enamel paint that you would be able to remove with mineral spirits or white spirits. That being said, it dries a lot faster than those things do, because oils take forever to dry. If you do an oil wash, you have to wait a day before you can start working on that model again. If you do a noosh wash, you wait half an hour, 45 minutes, faster if you're using a hair dryer, and then you can paint right on top of it. So you have a lot more flexibility in that regard to be able to do stuff. So yeah.
Slayer Street, Panic Bomb, Wad Tomato. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Wad has tacos, and it's not even Tuesday.
What are you doing
It's a
eating
great
tacos
Monday,
not on
then.
Tuesday, Wad? Come on. It's Monday. It's not a taco day. That's tomorrow.
Every day is a taco day, Wad Tomato. Don't listen to Jordan.
I had a quite delightful lunch that did not include tacos, okay?
I forgot about lunch today.
You didn't have lunch today?
I did not. I didn't even think about it. I was just going along,
I'm sorry,
doing my
Jen.
thing.
I'm not eating out this week for lunches, so I'm not gonna be there to be
That's
like,
okay.
hey,
I
do you
don't
want to
need
go
anyone
eat
to
this
get me
thing?
lunch. Don't need to. I'm good.
I did bring from home. I made a bunch of like really delicious. Have you ever had the turkey pesto sandwich from Starbucks?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I made chicken pesto sandwiches at home.
Nice.
So, and I roasted red peppers to make the roasted red peppers for it as well. But I really enjoyed it. It was very good.
They're fake tacos, mock tacos, or macos, which makes it Maco Monday.
Maco Monday.
A fake taco, also known as a sandwich.
I'm down for it to be Maco Monday.
Had a breakfast burrito at Topgolf. Does that count? Sure.
Sure.
I mean, it's food. Thanks, Sobor.
Oh boy. What a day. What a day.
It's only Monday.
I know.
It's way too early in the week to say what a day.
No, I can say what a day to any day of the week.
That's true. You can say whatever you want.
It's fine. But also, what a day. What a day.
Avian, sure. I don't know what any of that means. Mako Monday? Mako Monday?
Or Uncle Iroh for you
Can we
youngins.
talk like Mako in Conan the Barbarian?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I mean, I guess I get the Uncle Iroh.
You guys are grown-ups. You can do whatever you want.
You guys are grown-ups. Figure it out.
Gates of Paint is enjoying the YouTube stream much better than Twitch. Awesome.
Oh,
Glad
awesome.
to have you. Oh, what a day to have tacos for dinner is what he meant. Okay.
I will not be having tacos for dinner.
You're not going to have tacos for dinner?
Nope. I'm going to some place called Firehouse something.
Firehouse Subs?
No. Or it's
the only firehouse I know.
I don't know. It's someplace in Peoria.
Oh. Well, yeah, I wouldn't know anything about Peoria.
Yeah.
Far. Why are you going all the way out there?
I got a friend from Seattle who's up in town visiting his family up here, and we're gonna go out to dinner.
Nice.
He's taking me out to dinner. So yeah, that'll be cool. I like it. It's been a couple of weeks for me to catch up with old friends.
Yeah.
Both on Mondays too, which is kind of funny. I had my
Avian, I don't know the wizard from Conan the Barbarian. So it doesn't help me at all.
To be fair, neither do I.
Not Peoria, Illinois. Peoria, Arizona. Which might feel like it's about as far as going to Peoria, Illinois.
Yeah, it's a little out of the way.
A bit far.
No, it's not what I would say is close.
I don't even know what direction is to say. I would guess maybe like northwest.
To get to Peoria?
Yeah. It's definitely west of here.
It is Like Northwest.
Asked my wife what she didn't want for dinner, and she said tacos. Oh. She's saving them for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not Tuesday. We talked about this. Your wife is an astute woman. She knows that it's not, in fact, Taco Day, which means no tacos.
We are not, us Americans are not original in naming our towns.
Ain't that the truth? Holy crap. There are a lot of towns that are named, like, why is there a city named Vancouver in Washington? Because there's a Vancouver right above Washington. What the heck, people?
That's probably why.
No, it's unacceptable. This is truly unacceptable. Hi, Jade.
There are like 15 Springfields. Yes, there is a Weedville, yes. Got a lot of weeds around here. There's also like Cornville and Wheatville, I think.
So many vills.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of vills in the middle of the country.
Yeah.
Not so many vills
Easy.
over west.
No.
Much more like middle of the country or east thing. Like the Maryland, Kentucky, Iowa ish area where you get a lot of them vills. Pennsylvania. Annis. Cornville, Wheatville, Weed villains? What? Earville, Earlville, Sandwich. That would be kind of a funny town. I live in Sandwich. I don't think I would appreciate living in a town called Sandwich.
Yeah, Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Wait, is that actually a thing?
Yeah. There's a place called Y, Arizona.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Why Arizona?
Uh-huh. It's on the way to Rocky Point. And then, I mean, I feel like there's a few places that are named Hell.
Whoever said the United States needed better naming conventions for their cities is 100% correct. We can do better. All right, time to crack out a new brush.
There's a town called Nimrod in Minnesota. That's awesome. Do people actually live there?
Woo, folks. We got a brand new brush here. Oh. Okay, what was I going to do with the brand new brush? I forget. I was just trying to do a thing. Oh, I know where I can start. Okay.
Ghost Hunter said this robot is never going to get finished if we keep making Jordan facepalm.
I know, it's so true. You guys are really getting to me today. The face palms are really happening.
500 or so Nimrods. Minnesota has a lot of really small towns. And like a million counties.
Really?
Yeah. Their counties are really small.
Is it like a large state?
Oh.
They're just weird. I like it.
The Nimrods got a laugh and bonus points because it was Bugs Bunny. Hungary has a little town called something that I'm not going to pronounce because there's a lot of consonants in it, which translates to Little Boy Half Church. So we should up our game in the US.
Well, I don't think we need to do that. We need to up our game anyways.
Source, yeah. The family that we partner with in Germany will continue to make the top part of the brushes for us. Because that part is the more of the artisan process
Yes.
that we don't. I mean, it takes a long time to learn. They do apprenticeships and things like that. So we're going to leave that to them because they are the experts. Correct. Everything comes to the U.S. We don't bypass us at all because we do need to do our quality checks and everything on them. We have blue paintbrushes. They're called Pro Synthetics.
Pro Synthetics. Bow, bow, bow. How's Cora been?
She's pretty good. She's still
How's she doing
still
without
limping.
Dad?
How's she what?
How's she doing without Dad?
Fine.
Yeah.
You know, she doesn't. I don't know.
She doesn't realize it until
She does, but it doesn't really affect her.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, that's good.
Oh, bomb wicks are discontinued. Yeah, we don't make that. Don't make that line anymore. The ones that we make are better.
Mm-hmm.
There's a USA China, since we're talking about names of places and not bypassing the US. So there's a place in China called USA.
That's actually hilarious on so many levels. Did anybody tell China that? I don't think you conferred with China to make sure that that was okay.
Very interesting. It seems weird that that's not a thing that more people know. Like, I've never heard of that before.
That there's a USA in China?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it would be one of those fun trivia facts.
How many factories are in USA, China?
They get away with stamping made in USA on goods? No way.
Wow. I mean, it's true. It's made in the USA.
Oh my gosh.
That's probably why they did it, to be honest.
That's crazy.
Very curious about this whole USA thing now. I feel like I'm going to go home and do a lot of research
Yeah,
on
you should do that. Report back.
I'll report back.
I will promptly forget about it. So there will not be
I'm
any
going to be
research
honest,
on my
I
part.
probably will too. We're going to get into stream tomorrow and you're going to be like, so what was the deal with that USA China thing?
Like, I don't know.
Be like, I don't know what
I'm
you're
like,
talking
what are you
about.
talking about?
Did we talk? Wait, what do you mean? USA China.
I have my new chair today.
Oh,
It's so much better.
Is it nice?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a little too high when I got in, so I lowered it. I think it's a good spot now. It's got much better wheels. I wish I could forget a lot of the useless trivia in my head. No, it's fun. Look at the new stuff that you taught us.
Mm-hmm. I like useless trivia.
I love useless trivia. I love a fun fact. I have a lot of them in my head. Most of mine are related to pop culture. There's a Wakanda, Illinois, spelled differently but pronounced the same as the Marvel. Residents were not thrilled with the nerd influx. Embrace it. Nerds are awesome.
Well, depends on what kind of things you have to embrace.
We should be starting to hear and maybe see the all the new bags out in the wild.
Oh yeah, those have been getting shipped out to people.
Shipping last week, so people should be starting to receive them.
Very exciting.
There's a China in Texas and Maine.
What?
Yeah, the dude ate. Dark, it kind of blends in.
I feel like you people are lying to us. It sounds so ridiculous.
Thank you, YouTube, for whatever happened there.
But yeah.
Sub, maybe?
Did we ever figure out?
Do you think it's a sub? Avian said, so what I'm hearing from Baby J is that when you nerds come to Adepticon, have an extra long shower right before giving him a hug.
Me a hug?
Everybody should
What?
shower if you're going to be meeting new people.
Wait, I don't understand that. Is somebody stinky? Why are we being stinky? Why would we do that?
E. Schmid said the mini bag should get here tomorrow. Awesome.
Did you get a mini and a Neo, or did you just get a mini?
Mini and sidecar by Wednesday. Awesome.
Nice, very cool.
Shower? What is this word? It's that you should be doing regularly. I knew about Paris, Texas. I don't know if I knew about Paris, Idaho. That is a fact, Wad Tomato. In all seriousness, the number of people at Adepticon in one place kind of makes it humid if they keep the temp up. You mean like in the game, like in the gaming areas?
I mean, it definitely gets warm, for sure. All those conventions tend to get really warm. That's why they have to put the AC on full blast.
Got a lot of people all in one place, milling about.
True. Luckily, all you have to do is take a step outside, and you'll be nice and cool.
Yeah, it's very cold out there. Is that Megalodon? I can't. It doesn't highlight the name.
It is Megalodon.
Okay.
Hi.
It doesn't do that thing anymore where I could put my mouse over it and it would.
Hi, Megalodon.
We now have a blue background on our chat, so blue words are really difficult to read.
Yeah.
More so than the black.
It's funny that Megalodon's name, which has always been incredibly hard for us to distinguish, has become even worse.
Chuck said, anybody else getting in that last minute Adepticon baking, or is it just me? I'm very jealous. They're gonna eat all the good stuff before I
baking.
Huh?
Baking.
Chuck, I'm sure, is baking cookies and stuff to share,
Whoa.
and I won't get any. They definitely won't make it back home to me.
How about this, Jen? If I can't snag any cookies to bring back for you, I'll make cookies.
Well, I mean, he gave me the recipes. I could make them myself.
I'll make other cookies that you never had before.
I'll take cookies.
Or something.
I'm not going to turn down cookies unless they have raisins in them.
Oh, goodness. Thanks for the heads up, Megalodon. And I'll hide it from Jason so he doesn't get
He's not here this week. So.
Yeah, he's not here, so whatever happens, happens. Kinghammer? What the heck? Kyle? What's up, dude? How are you? How was your flight? Are you enjoying? Oh, that might actually be a thing that he would be really excited about, to be honest.
What?
Yeah. Megalodon also sent over a Dune game that they made, which I think Jason will probably enjoy because it has miniatures on it, Dune miniatures, which is very cool.
Source, our paints are sealed, so all you have to do is close the bottles up like a little extra tight, or not extra tight because you don't want them to over seal, but close them. Jason put his in a grocery bag and put them in his suitcase, and they're fine.
Man, a popcorn machine would be so wild.
It's humid there, Kyle. Jason said that it was supposed to be like stormy and rainy and stuff when you guys are unloading and setting up. Just 150 minis on one Dune game. No popcorn machine or anything crazy. What kind of cookies? All of them. All of the kind that have no raisins.
How about this? If you guys bring cookies specifically for Jen, I personally will care for them and not eat any of them until they arrive for Jen.
How will I know that he doesn't eat any?
Well, they can give you a head count on the cookies if you want, or you could trust me to not eat any of your cookies. I'm hurt. I would not eat any cookies that were earmarked for Jen.
Thank you, Jordan.
Because presumably they would also bring some cookies for me to eat as well.
You never know.
Gates of Paint, I'm gonna be honest. 8.5 hour drive, totally worth it.
Yeah.
Totally worth it. And I go not as an attendee, but as a vendor. So I don't get to like experience the actual event. And I still have a great time at that show. I make no presumptions per se, only polite requests. Okay? No presumptions here.
Yes, I
what
need
you
a packing
choose
slip, please.
to include is up to you. If there are no cookies for me, I understand. I will be a little sad. I'll get over it. However, if there are no cookies for Jen, I think Jen would be upset.
If they make them back to me and I find out that you haven't had any, I would share with you.
That makes me feel better. Yeah.
No cookies, all breads. Ooh.
Now remember, I have to be able to take all this stuff back. Okay, folks?
You can put it in the crate.
I don't do any mandatory cookie tolling. Okay?
Cookie toll. You give a mouse a cookie. If you give a mouse a muffin. If you give Jen cookies, she will never get them. That is a fear that I have.
Especially when it happens in a place where you can't confirm or deny whether or not you're going to actually get them.
I mean, and how would I even know?
Exactly. You have no power in those situations.
I don't like this. Exactly. Jason would definitely eat the cookies. No, he would save me some. Although he's so funny
Would
because he we have this thing where like neither of us will want to eat the last of anything. and we'll like, I left that for you. Nope, I left it
You're
for
like,
you.
"What do
I'm
you
not
mean
gonna
I
eat the
left it for
last
you?"
one. So the other day, it was a day when he was late coming home, or he was going out to dinner or something like that. And we had a bag of dark chocolate peanut M&Ms, and there were maybe like 4 of them in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought that he was doing the whole I left those few for you.
Oh no, he
And
just
so
ate
I
them.
ate them.
Oh
He
no.
came home and immediately went to the refrigerator and opened it up. He's like, "Did it again, didn't you?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You ate all the M&Ms." But I thought that they were left for me. Because who leaves 4 M&Ms in a bag? You eat the last 4. Unless
Yeah,
you're
that's
trying to
wild.
do the nice thing and leave them for your person. I
He-
wasn't going to eat 3 of them and leave 1. That makes no sense.
He did not, in fact, leave the extra ones for you. He was assuming to eat them later. Okay, now you have permission to eat things and not leave any for him.
Source has a question about airbrushing zenithal. Would you recommend white primer, transparent white, or bold titanium white?
So if you're doing zenithals, I really like doing a I actually like doing a mix of I mean, you can use white primer, works great. You can, if you want a finer, more subtle gradient, I typically go like a 50-50 mix of bold titanium white and white transparent. And then I'll thin it down a little bit.
Had to do a work call, but in my understanding, I should get cookies for Jen, but eat them here since Jen doesn't know about it. I mean,
No. Because you
if
know
that's
about
the
it,
kind of person that you
and
are.
you shouldn't eat Jen's cookies.
But here's the thing: if you all want to go out and buy cookies for me, I will share them with you. So you can just bypass the whole shipping to me and just pretend like you bought them for me and I shared them back with you.
More transparent source.
That's totally the kind of person I am. It's just Venmo me cookie money.
Venmo me cookie
Oh my gosh,
money.
we were sent a box of Girl Scout cookies from the person who makes our paint set boxes. And
Oh, really?
yeah.
That's awesome.
And
Is that where all those cookies came
yeah,
from?
yeah. So Gabe opened it and I was like, "Okay, wait. Before you put it out, I need to get the kind that I want because I'm stingy like that."
You're the queen bee.
I went, "Huh?"
You're the queen bee.
Well, I got so I took out the little chocolate covered peanut butter ones because I love those and I kept forgetting to buy them from Kyle. I kept forgetting to buy Girl Scout cookies from Kyle.
Yeah.
Well, I got the ones that he brought a box of a whole bunch of them one day, and I got some Thin Mints and some Samoas. But I was like, I really want the chocolate covered peanut butter ones, but someone had already taken them that day. So I took those. They're called something different though. So the guy that sent them to us is from the part of the country that has the different names. So,
interesting.
Do you know this,
Okay.
that Girl Scout cookies have different names?
Did not know that.
So like Samoas are the ones with the cookie with like the caramel and the coconut and chocolate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Those are called caramel delights in other parts of the country.
Oh, that's really bizarre.
And the ones I got, I can't remember what they're called. Maybe those are maybe the do-si-dos or the tag-alongs. I get those confused because they're both peanut butter, but they're called something different. Anyway, in this shipment, I took a box of one that I had never heard of before because they sounded delicious, and it's my new favorite Girl Scout cookie.
Oh.
And they're called, on the box I have, they're called Adventurefuls, but I don't know what they're called in Arizona.
So I would like to let it be known that I was never told about free Girl Scout cookies.
I said to Gabe after I took the ones I wanted, I said, you can go put them out on the thing. Go put them out on the table.
They were all gone by the time I was
You
able
gotta
to.
be faster.
How am I supposed to be fast when I don't know that they exist?
You're right there, Jordan. You are right by
Jen,
the area where
I am
cookies
so
were.
sorry that I was busy doing my job.
There are adventurefuls in Arizona too. Okay, well, Kyle, those are my favorite. So next year, can you help me remember that I need to buy all the boxes of them?
Buy all of them so nobody can have any other than you. So what? Okay, hold on. You gotta tell me what these are though.
They're so basically from what I can tell, it's almost like the cookie portion of the Thin Mint, but without the mint, obviously. So it's just chocolate, like a crispy chocolate.
Like almost
cookie.
like a wafery type
crispy
thing.
chocolate, and they have like a salted caramel on top.
Ooh,
They're so good.
Ooh,
They're really, really good.
Girl Scouts stepping up their game.
Nick had some adventurefuls this morning. So good. Zinley said, I just found out about the weird cookie turf wars going on. It's wild. Yeah, apparently they have like 2 bakers that are licensed to bake all of the Girl Scout cookies.
Okay.
And they supply different, that each baker just supplies a different part of the country.
That's wild.
Jordan, that's what Game Delay said. Jordan, that's what I said to Jen when I ate the cookies I never sent her. Should have been faster. Definitely don't mess with me and my cookies.
Faster.
Jen,
I want it to be known that I'm doing my part to try and get you cookies from Adepticon, okay?
You what?
I'm doing my part to try and get you cookies from Adepticon.
Oh. Well, Chuck said it's bread, not cookies.
Well, it's a type of cookie. Just more soft and fluffy.
There are dispensaries here, but I think the cookie selling season is done. I don't think you can.
Yeah, you can't buy them anymore.
So, gotta wait till next year. Gates of Paint said, I just received your metallics as a gift. Any tips? Haven't tried them yet. Over black or white primer?
I mean, we usually paint everything over black here. They will work over white primer as well. But I mean, yeah, enjoy them. They're spectacular. You will really, really, really love the results that you get from using them.
They might require a little bit more shaking than non-metallics.
Yeah, maybe.
Just mix it in a little bit more.
I haven't had too much problem with that personally.
I know silver.
Yeah.
If the Girl Scouts don't specifically set up outside of dispensaries, they're not understanding supply and demand. It's a good lesson as young businesswomen.
Gosh, can you imagine if a Girl Scout was like, I got it. I'm going to go to the dispensary.
Well, I don't think it's the Girl Scouts deciding this. I think it's their parents, and it for sure happens. Well, I think I told the story, or maybe I was just telling Kyle, that several years ago, Jason and I were out one Saturday afternoon with some friends at a local establishment with a patio, enjoying some margaritas.
Okay.
And
I love how you said that. By the way.
in Old Town Scottsdale, which is like bar, sports bar. And so we're sitting there on the patio, and these girls in their little Girl Scout uniforms with a wagon come right on up.
That's so funny.
And they're like, hey, would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies? And I was like, well, yes, I would actually. How much are they? And she said, they are $5 a box or 4 for $20. And I said, well, that is not a deal, but I will take 4. Like, that's just math.
That's not a deal.
Tanner Christensen said the golds need a good shake in my experience. Enjoy excellent coverage in one coat. Metallics and transparents also really fun. Yes. Good way to get some cool colored metallic.
Transparents are amazing.
The baker in me protested loudly at Jordan saying bread is a big fluffy cookie.
I mean, it kind of is, except not really. I get why you're upset by that. It's like definitely not the same thing, but it's like kind of the same thing. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you leave your bread out, it will be crispy like a cookie.
Yeah, see?
But sometimes cookies are soft. So I guess that doesn't. Or is a cookie a sweet flatbread?
Yeah, Source, should I just paint over it in all true metallic metals now? And make literally everybody in chat cringe?
Oh my gosh.
No, I would never do that.
Should I put metallics in the transparents or around the transparents? Yes.
So generally, so you can do it either way. Is sort of the answer here. I like both effects. They look slightly different depending on how you do it. You will get more color out of applying them on top of metallics. However, if you mix them in, you will get more shine. If that makes sense.
Break up Google. When I was in Iraq, I watched 3 armored cavalry knuckle draggers get in a fist fight over a box of Thin Mints.
I mean,
I can see that though, being away from home, and that's like your comfort, and they're delicious and nostalgic, and you know,
I mean,
tensions are high.
Here's the other thing.
In a war zone.
Break up Google. Here's the real question. Have you seen armored cavalry knuckle draggers get into a fist fight for stupider things?
I don't think that's a stupid reason at all. I mean, I'm not.
I said stupider.
I'm not deployed, and I might fight someone over some Thin Mints. I don't know. Maybe not Thin Mints, but Adventurefuls for sure.
Jen, I would fight somebody for Adventurefuls.
I might.
No, Ghost Hunter, I'm not going to show you what I mean. Oh, wait. Sorry, different thing. Yes, I can show you what I mean. My bad. Thought you were talking about me painting true metallic metals over this. And I was like, nope, definitely not going to do that. I would stab somebody if they hit my Samoas. No, they're talking about a different thing. Here we go.
Kyle would stab someone if they ate his Samoas.
Oh, yeah. Those will be cool. Here.
Cake also uses things like egg and baking powder and soda as your leavening agents, like a cookie, where bread uses yeast or sourdough starter. Sigh, bread nerd coming out. You and Chuck, Game Delay, you and Chuck should compare bread notes.
All right. Here we go. So this will be a demo of painting it over metallics.
Said rarely. The fight over the Thin Mints was when they were divvying up the support boxes people send troops. While they were fighting, I took 2 boxes and left.
Nice.
Tanner Christensen said Goobertown Hobbies' recent video on putting metallics under a microscope shed some light on why Pro-Acryl metallics are so great. Using transparents and black base coats makes more sense why it works so well.
Mm-hmm.
I've made the decision that we are not going to mock Baby J's repainting when he is doing it in a teaching capacity.
Thank you. I knew people were going to say something about it. I didn't say anything about it.
Moldmaker17, thank you for the follow. T Schmid. You know what? We're saving all those for you guys, for people who actually would like to get one that to practice on.
The texture trainers?
Yeah. But it's a shame they don't have some kind of dedicated model for paint demos.
I do. I thought this would be a better representation for the specific thing I was looking for.
He's not going to do that, Punisher. We already talked about that.
What were we talking about?
Can you teach us how to paint Reach the apathetic robot in true metallic metal?
I'd have to get a different one, because I'm definitely not doing it on that one.
So using the transparents as almost a candy glaze over metallic?
Yup. You got it in one. Where's my silver? Silver! Brand spanking new bottle.
Love the fact that its name is the apathetic robot now. I kept calling it the emphatic robot.
You did.
Like I said, I hope this looks bad. I don't want to tear apart my Gunpla models and airbrush them with metallics.
Well, hope you like tearing apart your Gunpla models.
Avian, I'm not understanding your question. So I'm going to read it out loud to Jordan and see if I'm missing something. Is there a reason that a transparent purple with a transparent turquoise works over monument silvers? There's something missing in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please clarify, Avian.
Help us. What do fluorescent paints look like over metallics?
Right.
Bright. Bright and shiny. Tanner Christensen, if we are in demo and QA mode, I know that Noosh is meant to be used subtractively. It's meant to be subtractive. But are there wet blending benefits beyond what a retarder medium would provide?
Yes. Well, first off, when you're using retarder medium, the effect of how the paint feels when you mix it into such a large volume, the more paint retardant you add, the gummier your paint gets. So we're not actually using a retarder. It's a different chemical makeup for the paint entirely. But it functions in a very similar way. It just gives you a better painting experience. It also tends to keep your open time longer than most of the paint retarders that you would get over the counter.
Moldmaker, we do, monthly challenges every month. March challenge has already started. We are reviewing February's tomorrow.
On the morrow.
Okay, Avian is saying monument dark silver with monument silver, then metallic medium. Okay?
Yep.
I put transparent purple over the metals, and once that was dry, I made and used a transparent turquoise as the top layer. I don't know why it looks good to me, but it does.
Because it looks cool.
Oh, okay, wait. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But then, to clarify, I guess I'm worried my color blindness might make it look like an unholy abomination to others. So, in your opinion, would those work? I think is the root of the question.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've never done it before, but I don't see why it would look bad. Turquoise is kind of bluish, and purple is also kind of in that kind of cool, trending towards blue area. Yeah, No, we're good.
Arctron said, I like to think you have a river of slurm, trademark, in the back that you
Slurm?
mix up for noosh. Don't talk about our trade secrets.
Yep. You're not allowed to know. You're not allowed to know. The other thing that you can use as an undercoat for your metallics, or undercoat for your transparents when you're doing this, believe it or not, is gold.
Mm-hmm. Gold with transparent over looks
Yep.
like purple, blue.
Purple, blues, reds. So typically when I do
Reds,
like
oranges,
warmer
yeah.
colors, I use gold. When I use cooler colors, I use silvers.
Looks like some pretty good coverage on that gold.
It's not so bad. Turns out our metallics are pretty awesome. They cover pretty darn good.
T. Schmid, our Arizona Diamondbacks colors used to be purple and turquoise. I've seen Ghostbusters too. I know about the Noosh River below your building.
After that video that Byron put out at Artis Opus, we might need to get a river made underneath our building.
Just painting metallics so far, yes.
Yeah, this is just metallics. I'm letting the silver dry
Yeah.
while I do the gold.
Ryan Wallace said Noosh is milked from large beasts, like the creatures Skywalker milks for green milk.
Gosh, I hope not.
Game Delay said, someday, or sometimes I wonder if Baby J goes home, stops smiling, and vengefully paints all his minis with Rust-Oleum and Agrax Earthshade.
God, no. No.
Again, I cannot stress this enough. Jantastic's Drunken Brush Goop is made by unicorns, not with unicorns.
Yep.
There are no unicorns in any products.
No unicorns were harmed in the making of this product.
Exactly. Yes,
Putting a
very
little
important
highlight on the-
distinction. We
on
don't
the
want
head here.
PETA coming after us. No, that's what yes, they work for us and make the soap. Well, you're going to have to find another supplier then, Baka, because I will assure you that no unicorns are harmed in this building. No, the sables are made out of sable.
Part of me wants to do this with an airbrush too.
This is the only place where we make our stuff, so this is the only place where I can guarantee that no animals are harmed.
Gosh, breaking everything. Alright, so time to get a bit of the bright. Use a little bit of bright gold first.
Midwest Miniature Guy, thank you for the raid.
Hello, thank you for the raid.
Welcome, raiders.
Hope you guys had a great stream. Welcome to Hobbies live stream where we paint all sorts of weird stuff. We are currently in the middle of a demo time where we're talking about painting with our transparent colors over our metallics.
Chuck, there's technically only two of us, so and I'm certainly not going to organize any kind of uprising, and I don't think that there can be an uprising with only one.
Who?
So no.
Who?
Sorry if this is disappointing news to you.
Who's going to be doing uprising?
Chuck said the unicorn uprising will be televised on stream, right?
Oh yeah, sure.
No.
Yeah, sure. You betcha.
That.
I've got two kinds of wet in my pants.
Well, that was a big delay.
The silver is dry, so we're gonna do silver first. For that, we're gonna do. We're gonna do a couple of really fun things. The first thing we're gonna do is grab.
It's coming soon, Source. Not quite there yet.
Okay. I'm actually gonna turn the airbrush on. I will do this with the airbrush. It'll be fun. Do I have time to do this one?
It's 3:29. Baka Maru, by the way, said, "Why do you treat us like we are nuts? Have we done something to earn that kind of dismissal?" And then immediately answered with, "Never mind, we have." Yes, you have.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, you guys are all sorts of nuts. But then again, so am I. So, you know.
Yeah.
Alright. So we're going to get glaze and wash medium. About that much. Two drops, so to green transparent.
Midwest Miniature Guy finished painting a Dragonborn Bard, started work on a Predator Alien Tyranid hybrid, and gap filling on a 3D printed Tarask?
Tarask?
I don't know. That sounds like a busy stream. Very cool. You have found that motivation on the Monday that we are struggling with here. Have a great dinner.
Have a great dinner.
Thank
Good night.
you again for the raid. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for the raid.
Okay, so what did you mix up here, Jordan?
So this is two drops of green transparent and 2 drops of blue transparent with a whole bunch of glaze and wash medium. There's a lot of water in there. I probably put a little too much water, so I might have to mix a little bit more in there, but we will figure that out here in a second. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to airbrush a little bit of final highlight with metallic medium.
Account and Amy, yeah, Mondays are crazy. Always too much going on and not enough motivation for any of it. Is there a way to angle it a little? Because the airbrush is just covering up everything.
No. Okay. So now we got a nice shiny cue ball. Thank you for the follow, Count and Army. Amy?
Amy.
Armor.
Yeah.
Army.
I had to squint at it to make sure because it's well on here it's clear, but on the name it's purple and it's hard to see.
Accountant Army is also a cool name.
Yeah.
Same.
An army of accountants.
Yeah. Like as a handle would be kind of funny.
Yeah, no, but I'm imagining an army of accountants, and I think that would be funny too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, somebody likes us.
Okay. So, you guys want to see something really cool? Some sweet color theory at work. We're gonna, before we put this teal on, we're gonna put a little bit of red.
An army of accountants? You mean like the IRS? Is there camo like dollar bills? Is dollar bill camo?
So we're gonna spray a little bit of this red
Army of accountants attacking with Excel spreadsheets and calculators.
in the areas where we want the shadows to be.
Wait, this isn't what you mixed up in that.
I know, this is a pre-step.
Okay.
So the reason we're going to do this is when you spray the teal over the red, you're going to get a really, really dark shadow in that area.
Is this transparent red?
Transparent red. Yep. So we're done with the transparent red. That's all we're doing. Very simple.
Here you go, Sue. The camo would be Excel spreadsheet squares in different shades of red and black.
Happy Monday, Go Sue. Hope you are doing well. Hope your weekend fared excellently.
A good looking brush right there.
This is my nasty brush.
Even Source is like, that brush has seen better days. But you know what? I bet you could give it a good cleaning with some brush goop and it'd be fine.
I mean, maybe. I've never tried it before. It would be a good test though.
Have you've never tried to do like a really just beat up brush?
No.
Oh, you should.
Should I do that as the last part of stream to see how
If
clean
you
we
want,
can get it?
but
I'm gonna be honest, I need a break from
Okay.
robot. Yeah. I've had a lot of robot in my life for the last 2 weeks, and I'm a little uninspired right now to fix it. So
that's the brush Baby J uses when he's feeling frisky. The brush has lived its best life. Gosu's great. Found some awesome old Warhammer Fantasy orcs that were in the used section at my FLGS. Got an ultrasonic cleaner and stripped all of them, and they are good as new. Awesome.
nice. All right, here we go. So we're just gonna spray.
Oh, we'll still bar. I mean, we'll do a demo, and then you can decide. Because there are a lot of other brands out there, a lot of products that can be used for cleaning brushes. What makes ours better different is that it is a cleaner, conditioner, reshaper, brush restorer all in one. We'll do a demo and you can see it. It just seeing it will answer that question. That looks really cool.
So see how you get this really dark shadow? That's
Plus
all
the
from that
unicorns
red.
Make it.
Huh?
Plus the unicorns make the brush, though. All right.
So yeah, this is a great example of how you can get really, really cool transparent effects over your silvers. And then if you want to go real crazy, you can throw a layer of gloss varnish over the top of it and get it really, 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 really shiny.
That's really pretty.
Now,
I like that a lot.
I really want to paint the rest of this Magneto in like blue.
Yeah.
Would be really, like teal would be really cool.
Looks good.
And then let's see what this looks like over the red.
This isn't lore accurate. Lumberjack Tim, there you go. Who was asking about the store. There's a testimonial for you from Lumberjack Tim. Now, cleaning them every time is not a requirement. It's a recommendation, but there are very few people who do that. Lumberjack Tim is dedicated. And yeah, a little goes a long way. So like he's saying, he's had it for 3 or 4 years, hasn't run out. It comes in a 2-ounce tin, and you use just a small amount.
So that's what you're looking like for that same mixture over gold. So you can see how...
Ooh, that looks cool too.
Right?
Oh my gosh. That's the same color, but over gold?
Yep. Yep.
What a huge difference.
Right? Isn't it crazy?
That's crazy.
Well, hold on, Source. We can still do the mix, all right?
You can only do one thing at a time.
Chillax, Source.
This is the over part.
This is the over, okay?
Jeez.
Everybody's getting so uppity right now. Jeebus, folks.
He's only one person.
Yeah, we don't have the other guy here. Where he could do one side and I can do the other.
No, he did two because one was gold and one was silver to show the different effects of that.
Yeah, no, I wanted to show you over gold and silver. And just think about it over copper or bronze, right? You get some really interesting...
Clarkatron, just for this reason, the depending on the effect that you would want to get, it's going to be warmer if you do it over gold. Like you can see, this is the same color over gold and silver.
Yep.
Oh, I see. Is there a reason why you would do the bluish transparent over gold versus just doing green? Oh, no, never mind. I don't understand the difference.
The green would be way darker.
Oh, mixing the green and the blue instead of just straight green? Is that what you're saying?
you could have done that.
Okay.
But I wanted to mix it because you can. Nothing wrong with mixing it. Okay.
I can paint. What do you mean, Nick? Did I miss something? T-Schmidt said, I think a small human was talking to me when you made the color. What was the mix for the teal?
The teal was 2 drops green, 2 drops blue, and probably like 7 or 8 drops glaze and wash medium, and then some water.
Transparents.
Yes,
Yeah,
transparents. Yeah.
Which you probably knew, but just to be clear.
Yeah. It's good to clarify. Okay, so we're throwing in that wasn't drops. It was just like probably like 3 or 4 drops in there. And then we're gonna do 1 drop of each.
All right, now is the time when we're mixing them together.
See how bright it gets? So I'll paint this on the steel over here. So you can see them together.
And to think we get people who complain when a brush has one little hair sticking out.
Yeah, I know, right?
Look at you.
But you'll notice how the blue mostly overtakes the green here. If you want the green to be more prominent, you have to add way more green than blue. And then I can do it again. And I can do it with gold this time. You can see what that looks like.
And this is just because like it's changing the transparent just a little because of the color in the metallic.
Yeah. So
the color
the metallic medium is
I mean.
really bright. Or no, I'm not using
This
metallic medium.
silver.
Oh, that was metallic medium.
Was it metallic medium?
Oops.
Oh.
Yeah, that was metallic medium.
Was that not what you had intended?
Oh no, that was silver. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was silver.
It was silver. but still, the silver is pretty bright. So there is. Oh, I did it with silver. God. Sorry, folks. We got the gold. 1 drop of the blue. And then 1 drop of the green. And then we're going to shake it all about. This green is really cool.
That's really cool too.
Isn't this green sweet?
That looks awesome. I love that color.
Oh, there's a lot of it on that brush.
Definitely looks more yellow.
It has a different finish to it,
Mhm.
right? It's more shiny because the fact that the other metallic, so the transparents are matte by nature. So if you mix your colors in, you're going to get more shine. And then when you airbrush it over, it's going to mute some of that shine. You'll still get it. I used mixes, and then I also glazed Songer. You can go back and watch the short for the exact recipe for it, because I don't remember off the top of my head, to be honest with you. It's been a couple of months. And then if you really want to get fancy with it,
Shiny.
oh, this needs to be, has a new cap.
Game delay, that's exactly what I was going to ask, because that sounds very low. Drama said, since we're in metallics, I have my Pro Acryl 1st Gen metallic paint so thick that it cannot exit the bottle. What can I do?
I mean, once it's kind of dried to that point, there's not a whole lot that you really can do. You can try adding a little bit of water to it, but it's never going to be the same as a brand new bottle of paint. I would just say if it's getting to that point, it's time to upgrade to a new bottle.
Yeah, those bottles are from like 2018.
Yeah.
The old bottles didn't have the same. They didn't seal as well as what we have now.
Yeah, that with the gloss varnish on top of it was pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good. So good.
I love doing this kind of stuff. I'm gonna do it over the greens so you can see what that looks like. Because the metallic in the mixture kind of dulls some of the saturation. So when you go back and you glaze back over it with the, or you paint over it with the gloss, you get this really beautiful shine and color back to it. See how much more green that feels now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
So
super
pretty.
cool. Then you can also gloss over the painted ones too. Ooh, it's not quite good. But see how much more kind of luster this has, right? To it almost. It's got such beautiful kind of saturation that you lose a little bit of when you mix the color together with the metallic. So if you really want it to be really bright and poppy and saturated in color, I would recommend doing the glaze over the metallic. No, not at all, Clarkatron. It's really thin right out of the bottle. But you can thin it a bit with water if you want.
Do you have a good recipe for blonde hair?
Yeah, I mean you could do it depends on like what kind. There's so many different types of blondes. There's so many different ways you can approach a recipe. I think if you start anywhere from like a burnt sienna to like a dark umber and you build it up with like golden yellow or yellow ochre
Say yellow ochre.
into like pale yellow, that will be kind of what you're looking for, and it will look really nice. And that'll take you the spectrum between like a reddish blonde and like a more of a traditional dirty blonde. If you're trying to go like platinum blonde, you want to start from like a golden yellow and you want to go up to like white.
I wanted a more satin finish. Could I mix the varnish with something to matte it down, like glaze and wash medium, for instance?
Yes. Yeah, it should work. Or matte varnish whenever we have it available. Man, that just is so shiny and poppy on the tabletop. Look at this. I'm gonna zoom out. Oh, I am zoomed out. No, I'm not. That's so cool.
We are Clarkatron. We actually had it almost ready to go, and then it wasn't quite right.
Correct.
So.
Yep.
Don't know when.
We had to make sure that it was
out,
right.
But it is in development. Redevelopment. You want to sit? I'll clean the brush.
You want to clean the brush?
Because then I can give the instruction.
Okay, you probably need clean water though. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you definitely want clean water because my water is not conducive to doing that. But I do have.
I mean, water after it.
Yeah, I haven't updated mine in a while. Hi, chat. Oh, wow, this chair is so much nicer. Hello. And no, you cannot sacrifice a unit to get a unicorn to get matte varnish. That's just not how it works.
Okay.
Hi.
A bag in your trash can.
I know, I need to do that. I
All
forgot to do it
right.
last week.
What can we do with this brush?
That brush is so messed up.
Let's see what we can do. So first thing I'm going to do is just give it a really good rinse. Rinse it. Because it's got all kinds of stuff in there.
It's messy. It's a
Oh,
pretty
it's
gross.
chunky too. It's like stiff.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, that brush is oh yeah.
So it's not, it doesn't move much. Right? It's pretty stiff in there.
Jen has her work cut out for her.
Did you use glue with this?
No. That's just when it gets like that and it stops, it's a bad old brush.
It's an old brush. Okay, so this is a really nice tin. It's like perfectly smooth. I'm gonna mess it all up.
Oh, Jen. No.
I'll put it back. So I'm gonna take a lot. Like, you would probably not normally need this much, but I'm gonna use this much because you saw the brush. Put it in your hand. And then just with your damp brush, just start working it around. Can you see it's already turning colors? And it's already loosening up. Like, I can feel that the brush is not as stiff anymore. I forgot paper towel. Oh, there's paper.
This is fun.
So you're just gonna keep doing that. I've used all of this. So I am going to just wipe that off and repeat.
So
Rinse.
at what point do you like get fresh soap?
I mean, it turned completely blue. So that's when I would.
Okay.
Hopefully you're cleaning your brushes before they get to this point. But but you will just repeat this process until there's no more color coming out. And you can already see.
Yeah, you can look at the color of the bristles on the brush.
It's already.
Yeah.
So just continual.
No game delay. This brush is I also like to paint with wood chips, Baby J. Thank you, game delay. I don't actually paint with this brush. This is the brush that I use to like mix paint up in my whatchamacallit? Airbrush
cup and your mixing cups and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you got to have like one crappy brush that you use for that.
So,
because you could use a stick to do those things.
Yeah. So again, just wipe it off. Start over. So on this one, I can feel it. I don't know if you guys how well you can actually see that, but see the paint down here in the ferrule.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's still really, really stiff right there. But look at how much it has cleared out of the top part already.
I wish we had a before photo.
Everybody saw it.
Hi, Red Yeti. We're cleaning a really, really terrible
and
brush
then
right
I just keep going. But as you can see, like, ooh, you're gonna want it. It will create a little bit of a lather, and you just keep going.
Jen,
keep going.
One of these days, I have to show you my collection of brushes that I have at home. You would be so upset.
Now with this one, so I'm being really aggressive with how I'm working the soap into the bristles, and that's because this brush is obviously not, I mean, it's a destroyed brush, so we're not going to get it back to brand new quality, but
no,
you can definitely
it'll
see,
be clean
again, it's going to be real clean.
It will be clean. I mean, you can tell this is what the third time you've done it, and you can tell how much less color is getting into the suds.
I'm actually even going to massage it in just a little bit.
Color your nails
because
is really cool,
again,
by the way,
I'm breaking
Jen.
up the
Side note.
What's that?
The color of your nails is very cool.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this is an extreme situation.
Yeah.
So using it and like really working it into that stiff part. It feels like there was glue or texture or something on this one.
Maybe. There might be. Oh, well, I have used it for texture before.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So that might be why it's a little bit tougher to get that big chunk down at the bottom.
Can you paint nails with Acryl? Yeah.
Jason does it all the time.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It doesn't last. You would have to put a top coat on to make it
Yeah.
last because it'll just chip right
It's
off.
not meant for
No.
painting your nails, which means it's not going to last as long. But it'll do it.
So again, seeing how much of that paint has come out. And then technically I could probably you got a lot of short hairs down here too.
Yeah, those could be clipped away.
So on a typical brush, which I will also clean one of Jordan's brushes just so you can see like how it would be used on a brush that you actually want to use again for painting, so that you can see all that.
I have my brand new one and then like 3 that I've been using for, I don't know, 4 months.
I'll use this one.
You can see.
Yeah. That one
Maybe the
looks
size 4, I think. Old
That is a size 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So big progress on this one, but on a real brush.
And I mean, you could probably even get that cleaner too, right? If you just.
Oh,
kept
I for
going.
sure could.
Yeah.
But I mean, do we want to? I mean, if you
No.
want to see me,
No. I was making the point of noting it just so
Yeah.
that people knew. Obviously, we're not going to spend.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend
bunch of
hours.
time.
But the
Yeah.
point I think has been made that
Yeah.
it gets a lot out. But here's what you would really see when you're cleaning your brush. So I used a much smaller amount because this brush is just got normal. It's like normal use.
Yeah.
And then wet brush.
But bear in mind, this brush also has not been cleaned in 4 months.
Oh. And
So-
then just really gently, because now this is a good stable brush. So I'm just going to gently move it around and you can see some color coming out. And on this one, if you can see, it's a little hard to see, but there is also some paint down here at the ferrule. So I'm going to just press a little bit harder, try and loosen some of that.
The soap is magical, by the way. I don't know if you guys didn't know that yet, but it really is.
Do one more for good measure. So we're nice and clean. And then I'll show you the added step to reshape your brush. Because we get a lot of comments when Jordan does the shorts that we have on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and stuff. We get so many people commenting on his brush and how
nice of a point.
how pointed it is.
Yeah.
So the last step after your brush is clean
That
is
looks so clean.
just I just tap it on the paper towel and then I just use my fingers. So I'm gonna just kind of get just a little bit on there. You can't really even see it, just enough to make it shiny. And then pull your brush to a point. I'll flatten it and then I just kind of rotate the brush handle. Pull it to a point. And now this is going to stiffen up. So the next time Jordan uses this brush, he's going to want to rinse it out really well. Otherwise, it'll be stiff like it's a brand new brush. But there you have it. So tomorrow, when we start stream, have Jordan, we'll try and remember, pull this brush out again so you can see how it keeps that point. Because that's the biggest thing that people are concerned about with brushes is like, okay, well, you know, if it's wet or something, or it might kind of fray out. And if sable brushes are just like the hair on your head. It's like when you sleep on it weird, it's going to stay in that spot, but you can always get it to go back. And you just take the brush scoop and just pull it to a point, and your brush is nice and pointy.
Jen,
I was cleaning a brush.
you're on stream.
Yeah. Well, because I was going to clean this brush, which I did.
Okay.
But then I wanted to also show people how it really works and what it can really do.
She cleaned my beat up
brush
old
demo.
bad brush that was a mess.
Yeah.
Bad brush doesn't look good.
So there you go.
Fix brush.
don't
Well,
know.
this one is clean, but it's destroyed.
It's clean, but it's destroyed.
But I could maybe put enough of this on it to bring it to a point. We'll see.
Probably if you like left it in for a while.
Yeah, it's gonna need more than just my normal amount.
Jen, it is 4:02, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I see that Jordan has put up all the links.
I have.
So let's wrap things up here. We have I can't see them because the text is so big, but I know we have our store link, and that is going to take you to monumenthobbies.com, where you can buy all of the paint that was used today on stream, the mediums, the brush goop, the brushes, everything except those miniatures. But this one you can buy on monumenthobbies.com.
What happened?
And if you want to see if you can pick things up locally to you, FLGS has a link to our store locator. We've got how many stores, Philip?
220 right now.
220 stores just in the US, and then more around the world. So check out the FLGS link to see if there's a store near you where you can walk in and support your local store, pick up our products there. The Discord link is where you will find our Discord community, which is awesome. According to Ghost Hunter, there are 3,585 amazing artists and Ghost Hunter.
Thank you for the update, Ghost
I
Hunter.
count
3,586.
3,586 because Ghost Hunter is an amazing artist.
Do you want to hear
And
something
then-
amazing?
What's that?
There were only like 2,300 people when I first started.
That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
You guys are all here for Jordan now.
Yeah.
And then lastly, our YouTube link, where you'll find all of our video content, including our live streams instantly, because we are on YouTube streaming right now as well, and that means they go automatically up. You'll also see all of our shorts there, some tutorial videos, lots of great content on YouTube, so check us out. And we will be raiding another stream here shortly. So stick around. If you are on YouTube, jump on over here to Twitch if you want to continue the fun and join us on the raid. And we will be back tomorrow. We're here 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, from 2 to 4 Arizona time. So thank you all for hanging out with us. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
They've got a bit more of a, that's sort of like mystical kind of power kind of vibe. So yeah, you can do. It is entirely up to you, really. Monument Hobbies, hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, one.